The next question is to insert a word into the middle of a sentence. Move the cursor to the desired location. Desired location in the sentence, press enter key and type the new word. Move the cursor to the beginning of the sentence and start typing. Retype the whole sentence. So which one would you choose? It's very easy, right? You must have come across this situation a lot of times. To insert a new word in the middle of a sentence, now you can see I will move my cursor to this location, for example, and I will just type the new word. That's all. So the right option is A. The overall design, construction, organization, and interconnecting of the various components of a computer system is referred to computer architecture, computer flowchart, computer algorithm, all of the above. It is computer architecture. And processing of all of a firm's transactions at one time is called database management system, batch processing, real-time system, and online system. What is it? It is nothing but a batch processing system. Spiral shape track formatting is present in. Is it present in floppy, optical disk, hard disk, half-inch tape cartridge? A spiral shape track formatting is present in optical disk. Which of the following groups contain graphical file extensions? JPEG, option A, option B, C, D. What is the right option? So JPEG is one option. DRV, BAK. These are not the graphical file extensions. Then GIF is the right option, but TCP, WMV, these are not the graphical file extensions. So the right answer is option D, JPEG, GIF, BMP. Communication between a processor and other devices inside the computer is done through bus, channel, network, cable, chip, none of these. The communication between a processor and other devices inside the computer is always done through bus. Storage device or medium where the access time is dependent upon the location of data is called. Storage device or medium where the access time is dependent upon the location of data is called. It is the options are not given in this, so it must be a technical problem. So you can read the question again. A storage device or medium where the access time is dependent upon the location of data is called parallel access and serial access. Which can easily interact with the hardware are what? High level, low level, parallel. So there are some can easily interact with the hardware is always low level language. And the next question, dash are attempts by individuals to obtain confidential information from you by falsifying their identity. Phishing, virus, spyware, virus. It is phishing. Which of the following is not true for primary storage? Is it a part of the CPU? It allows very fast access of data. It is relatively more expensive than other storage devices. It can be removed and transported. Which of the following is not true for primary storage? It is very fast. That is true. It is relatively more expensive. That is true. It can be removed and transported. It's also true. So the right answer is it's a part of CPU. So primary storage is not a part of CPU. Cache processing is used when a large company accumulates orders and process them together in one large set. Cache processing is used when a large mail order company accumulates orders and process them together in one large set. Is it online? Is it batch? Is it real time? Is it group? So group is not the right technical word. It's always called as batch. Is a motion path of animation, entrance effect, a method of advancing slides, a method of moving items on a slide, all of the above. So what's a motion path? It's a method of moving items on a slide. Which of the following memories can be read directly by the computer processor? Which of the following memories can be read directly by the computer processor? Hard disk, main memory, CD, DVD, none of these. It is main memory. Which of the following memories can be read directly from the computer processor? It is main memory, yes. Who is the founder of Microsoft? So the option answer is option B. Technique of using fixed words for machine code functions is classified as mnemonics. See the spelling of A and B, then compiler translator. technique of using fixed words for machine code functions is called as. It must be option A and option A or B, but the spelling is very important here. It is option A. M is silent here. Dash is a form of denial of service attack in which a hostile client repeatedly sends SYN packets to every port on the server using fake IP address. Cybercrime, space, memory sharing, SYN flooding, email flooding. Dash is a form of denial of service attack in which a hostile client repeatedly sends packets to every port on the server using fake IP address. It is called as cyberspace crime. What's the difference between a checkbox and radio button? Same, but what's the difference between them? Difference is the first option. Second option is in radio buttons, multiple options can be selected, whereas in checkbox, only single option can be selected. Option C, checkbox as well as radio buttons, multiple options can be selected, but radio buttons can be used only twice. In checkboxes, multiple options can be selected, whereas in radio buttons, only one single option can be selected. So see the options and think over it. Checkboxes and radio buttons are elements for making selections. Checkbox allows the user to choose items from a fixed number of alternatives, while radio buttons allow the user to choose exactly one item from a list of several predefined alternatives. So in this, the options D is correct. Which is the first electromechanical binary programmable computer? Intel, IBM, Intel 8000. It's option A. Which is not a function of a microprocessor. It controls the rest of the computer's components, keeps the system unit cool, processes data, interprets instructions given by software, which is not the function of a microprocessor. So it is with respect to programming, right? So it does not have anything to do with maintaining the temperature of the system. So it should be option B. Cache has a large storage capacity up to 17 GB if both layers and both sides are used. DVD-ROM, CD-ROM, floppy, RAM. It is DVD-ROM. A cache card connects each computer to the wiring in the network. Dash card connects each computer to the wiring in the network. Is it network interface card, PC interface, memory, all of the above? It is network interface card. You can add a hyperlink to your worksheet by pressing Alt K, Control H, Control K, Control Shift K. The options using which shortcut you can add a hyperlink to your worksheet. It is option C, Control K. The dashed layer enables the users to access the network. The dashed layer enables the users to access the network. Is it transport, application, data link, physical? It's application network. Enables the users to access the network. When you insert an Excel file into a Word document, the data is hyperlinked, placed on a Word table, linked, embedded. The right option. You insert an Excel file into a Word document. The data is placed in a Word table. You must have observed this. Else, you can copy some data from Excel and paste it into a Word and see what happens. The TCP/IP layer is equivalent to the combined session, presentation, and application layers of the OSI model. The TCP/IP layer is equivalent to the combined session, presentation, and application layers of the OSI model. It is equivalent to the application network. Communication between a computer and a keyboard involves dash transmission. Is it simplex, half duplex, full duplex, automatic? The options are little communication between a computer and a keyboard involves simplex, half duplex, full duplex. It is option A, simplex. When data changes in multiple lists and all lists are not updated, this causes when data changes in multiple lists and all lists are not updated, this causes data inconsistency. Dash is the physical path over which a message travels. What is it called? The physical path over which a message travels. It is not a protocol, it is not a signal, it is medium. The technique where digital signals are converted to its transmission over an analog facility is called. The technique where digital signals are converted into its analog form over an analog facility is called modulation. In a dash connection, more than two devices can share a single link, point-to-point, multi-point, primary, secondary. It is multi-point connection. Which topology requires a multi-point connection? Mesh, star, bus, ring, none. Which topology requires a multi-point connection? It is bus. A dash connection provides a dedicated link between two devices, point-to-point, multi-point, primary, secondary. So here it is point-to-point. All these questions are related to computer networks. In dash transmission, the channel capacity is shared by both communicating devices at all times. In dash transmission, the channel capacity is shared by both communicating devices at all times. It is full duplex. Which of the following protocol is used for transferring electronic mail message from one machine to another? So it's quite simple. See the options. It's a very common protocol for transferring the email from one machine to another. It is SMTP. Internet-like networks within an enterprise is known as, it is intranet. A dash is a collection of data that is stored electronically as a series of records in a table. Dash is a collection of data that is stored electronically as a series of records in a table. It is database. Happens if you press Ctrl Shift F8. Happens if you press Ctrl Shift F8. So it activates extended selection, it activates rectangular selection, it selects the paragraph. So it is option B. It activates rectangular selection. What is the correct syntax for typing a function into a cell? Is it equal sign function name matching brackets, function name equal sign, then equal sign matching brackets, function name none of the above? So if you have used any function in Excel sheet, always you should first enter equal sign. So option B is ruled out. Then do you enter the brackets first or the function name first? The brackets should be at the end. So the answer is option A. If you see a small red triangle in the top right corner of a cell, it means there is something attached to the cell. What is it? If you see a small red triangle in the top right corner of a cell, so read the question. It is a comment. Which of the following keyboard shortcuts is used to view the properties of a selected object? Which of the following keyboard shortcuts is used to view the properties of a selected object? It is option C, Alt Enter. A television broadcast is an example of dash transmission. It is simplex. The dash settings are automatic. The default settings are automatic. Pop-ups are a form of dash on the World Wide Web. Is it a form of instant messaging? Is it a form of search engines, browsers, markup languages, or online advertisement? So pop-ups are always a form of online advertisement. Which of the following displays the absolute contents of the active cell? Which of the following displays the absolute contents of the active cell? It is formula bar.